Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Monday, 23rd of September 2024. This day is celebrated as International Day of Sign Language. Every year on September 23, the world celebrates the International Day of Sign Language, a day devoted to raising awareness of the value of sign languages as an essential human right for the world's deaf and hard of hearing communities. The end of the Indo-Pakistan War 1965. From the Indian history point of view, the Indo-Pakistani War of 1965 came to an end on this day. So it's very important. Savai Jai Singh died. British Indian forces defeated the Marathas in the Battle of the Asai. Grant Duff, historian who studied Maratha history, died on this day. So starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that Modi in United States live updates. Prime Minister Modi addressed the 79th United Nations General Assembly session in New York. Modi addressing the 79th United Nations General Assembly session in New York, US on Monday, September 23, 2024. PM Modi arrived at the 79th United Nations General Assembly Session Summit of the Future in New York, US. PM Modi arrived at the 79th United Nations General Assembly Session to give his address at the Summit of the Future in New York, US. He said reforms in global institutions are important for global peace and development. The two-day summit started on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024, 2 days before the high-level meeting of the world leaders begins at the sprawling United Nations compound in New York City. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres issued the challenges a year ago after sounding a global alarm about the survival of humanity and the planet. He asked the world leaders to make a new commitment to multilateralism, which is the foundation of the United Nations and many other global bodies, and start fixing the aging global architecture to meet the rapidly changing world. At the United Nations Summit, India calls for a global shift to a sustainable living. Addressing thousands of his supporters in Long Island, New York, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024, talked about his general election performance, highlighted the government's achievements in the past 10 years and the plans for the future as he repeatedly praised the Indian diaspora. Being storing child porn and offensive under POCSO IT Act, says Supreme Court bench headed by Chief Justice of India Divine Chandrachud directed the courts across India henceforth to use CCM instead of child pornography in judicial orders. Bench says the sexual assault was only the beginning of the child's victimization, but its Parliament to amend the POCSO Act to substitute the term child pornography with child sexual exploitative and abuse material. Supreme Court on Monday, September 23, 2024 held that viewing in private, downloading, storing, possessing, distributing, or displaying pornographic acts involving children is attacked to criminal liability under the Protection of Children from the Sexual Offence Act (POCSO) and the Information Technology Act. The bench judge headed by Chief Justice of India Divine Chandrachud said the sexual act was only the beginning of the child's victimization. Israeli airstrikes in Lebanon. Live updates: 174 killed, over thousands injured as Israeli airstrike hit about 800 locations in Lebanon. Smoke rise amid ongoing cross-border hostilities between the Hezbollah and Israeli forces in entire southern Lebanon on September 23, 2024. The Israeli military says it is widening an aerial offensive against Hezbollah's weapons sites in southern and eastern Lebanon. Israeli strikes on Monday, September 23, 2024, killed more than 270 Lebanese. The deadliest barrage since the 2006 Israel Hezbollah, as the Israeli military warned residents in the southern and eastern Lebanon to evacuate their homes ahead of widening air campaign against Hezbollah. The airstrikes hit wide areas in the southern and northern Lebanon. The Israeli military said it struck eight targets in Lebanon as steps of pressure against the Hezbollah militant group. Hezbollah declares open-ended battle of reckoning with Israel. The army announced the strikes on the social media platform X, posting a photo of what it said was military chief Lieutenant General Halevi during the additional attacks from the military headquarters in Tel Aviv. 3 Naxalites killed in an encounter with the security force in Chhattisgarh. The gunfight broke out at 4 a.m. In the forest of the Abu Mad on Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, inter-border representational fire image. Security personnel recovered the bodies of 3 Naxalites, including a woman with a chache of weapons, including an AK-47 rifle. 3 Naxalites, including a woman, were killed in an encounter with the security personnel in Chhattisgarh's Narayanpur district on Monday, September 23, 2024, senior police officials said. The gunfight broke out at around 4 p.m. in the forest of Abu Jamad on the Chhattisgarh-Maharashtra inter-border when a joint team of the security personnel was out on an anti-Naxal operation, as he said. Going for the Hindustan Times newspaper stated that India reported first monkeypox case of clade 1B from Kerala's Malappuram district. India has reported the first case of the monkeypox earlier. Monkeypox disease infected with the clade of 1B that is largely in circulation in the Kerala global outbreak, according to the officials familiar with the matter said. Will put pressure on BJP to restore statehood in Jammu and Kashmir, Rahul Gandhi says. Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, said on Monday that the Congress would put pressure on the centre if it failed to restore Jammu and Kashmir statehood after the completion of the assembly elections. Uttarakhand, over 20 cops launched manhunt to nab and rape and kill the former BJP leader. Uttarakhand police have deployed 20% divided into 7 terms of the specialist corps across the various locations in the state to nab, rape, and kill the Gonding's former BJP leader Mukesh Bora. According to the economy of the country from a business point of view, say the imposed ₹1 crore fine on Anmol Ambani and Reliance Home Finance case. Regulator leveled fine of ₹15 lakh on the Krishnan Gopala Krishnan, who was the chief risk officer of the Reliance Housing Finance. Anmol Ambani left with the Anil Ambani. Rupiah displayed after hitting 3 months peak of oil firms solar bills away. The rupee closed at 83.5525 against the United States dollar, nearly unchanged from its close at 83.5625 in the previous session. India's data center ambitions will have to go through Malaysia's Japan. Government is looking to subsidize setting up of the data centers to capitalize on boom. India could emerge a key market for data and centuries in the coming years as the industry sees a boom in emerging markets, but could face still competition from the countries like Malaysia and Vietnam. As per research note by S&P Global, India currently has at least the data center capacity of 1.3 gigawatts, which is the highest compared to several emerging markets. According to the world news, including Lebanon's reports, Israeli airstrike resulted in 274 deaths, over 1,000 injured. Israel strikes in Gaza claims 10 lives as a heavy rain worsens conditions for displaced Palestinians. Pope cancels audience due to the life illness stage before neutral. The government single party can't resolve deep crisis. Anura Kumara Dissanayake takes oath as the president of Sri Lanka. Nepal police arrest Prime Minister Oli as Durga praised Prasad under Cyber's law. Her commitment to strengthen India's Lankan ties, newly elected President Saniak to PM Modi. Going to science and tech, we have India reported first case of KLA, first variant of monkeypox. Condition of patient stable status. Union Health Ministry. India has reported its first case of KLA, first variant of monkeypox, which according to ministry sources has been confirmed in the 38-year-old youth who landed in Kerala last week from the United Arab Emirates. The youth was admitted to the Government Medical College Hospital in Malappuram as Manjeri on Monday after he developed symptoms of the disease. The World Health Organization declared monkeypox a global public health emergency again in August 2024 due to the spread of the new and deadlier strain of virus clade 1b. Capsule carrying 2 Russians and 1 American heads to the Earth from the space station. Russian space station capsule undocked from the International Space Station to take 3 astronauts back to Earth. A Russian space capsule has undocked from the International Space Station to take the 3 astronauts back to Earth. 2 of them completing a record stay on orbiting laboratory. A Russian space capsule undocked from the International Space Station on Monday to take 3 astronauts back to Earth. 2 of them completing a record long stay on the orbiting laboratory. Capsule carrying a Russian Oleg Kodanenko and Nikoli Klarich and American Tracy Tyson is expected to launch in the vast Kazakhstan, stepping about 31 to 2 hours after the undocking. Biotech and Indian Council of Medical Research was prosecution of researchers. The COVID-19 vaccine, Covaxin, developed by the Biotech. This follows the reports of Biotech filing defamation suit against Belarus Hindi University researchers for a paper they published on a long-term safety analysis of Covaxin. An open letter written to vaccine manufacturer Biotech International Limited and to say the Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) has called Biotech defamation suit filed against the authors of research paper that studied the long-term effect of Covaxin cited at university. Last, there is a famous quotation said by C.V. Raman. He was a great scientist, physician. Satish Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman, whose birth anniversary is 7 November 1880 up to 21st of November 1970, was an Indian physicist known for his work in the field of light scattering using a spectrograph that he developed. He and a student, K.S. Krishnan, discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, the reflected light changes its wavelength. This phenomenon is due to unknown type of scattering of light, which is called modified scattering, was subsequently termed the Raman effect or Raman scattering. Raman received the 1930 Nobel Prize in Physics for the discovery and was the first non-white to receive Nobel Prize in a branch of science. In 1970, he was appointed the first Permanent Professor of Physics by Ashutosh Khaji at the Rajbhaza Science of College of the University of Calcutta. On his first trip to Europe, seeing the Mediterranean Sea motivated him to identify the prevailing explanation for the blue color of the sea. At the time, namely the reflected rayleigh scattering light from the sky as a being incorrect. He found the Indian Journal of Physics in 1926. He moved to Bangalore in 1933 to become the first Indian director in Institute of Science. He founded the Indian Academy of Science. The same year, he established the Raman Research Institute also. In 1948, where he worked to his last days. Raman effect was discovered on 28th of February 1928. The day is celebrated annually by the Government of India as the National Science Day. Mr. Sister Sivaraman says a very famous quotation. She says the real growth of a country was the heart, minds, bodies, and souls of young men and women of the country. Okay, thank you.